guys, welcome back to our garage where we try to isolate and not go insane, which is happening right now. So we're going to do a little maintenance wash on the new rig in the garage. This is, if you caught any of the last video where I just briefly introduced it at the end, that was the how to increase your trade value video. It's up there in the card. Be sure to check that out. But what we got is 2010 Subaru Legacy. We're gonna get this thing out. We're gonna give it a strip wash using Adam's Polishes strip soap. That way we're gonna take anything and everything off it. We're gonna do clay towel, clay bar, clay towel. You all may use something different, so we're gonna do that. And I might do some polishing today. We'll find out. If not, maybe tomorrow. So stick around. Before we get started, do me a favor, subscribe, hit the like button, and let's get washing this dirty, dirty beast.
Hey fans.
I don't know if you could see in the time lapse, but what we got going on now is, I don't know if you can see the hazing, and yeah. So this thing was washed. It was taken care of. It just was washed, probably by machine. So we will cut that stuff out. It doesn't look like it needs much. Nothing looks super deep. The paint's pretty smooth. It's sealed with something. How you doing?
How's it going?
Good. How are you? Good. Yeah, it's already got reflection, so the paint's in good condition. It just needs I'll probably just use the one step. What's up, guys? I hope you stuck around, because if you stuck around, you get to see that it is now Old School Friday. Fitted caps, long socks. This is where it used to be. So this baby's clean. She's wiped down, all of the pollen removed, squeaky clean, but we're seeing that there is a little bit of some imperfections. So the paint is pretty good. It's 10 years old. You can tell that it was taken care of. It was washed. It was okay. But what you see is that it was probably just ran through the machine. So you can see that. You can see in the paint there's a little bit of hazing. It's really not bad. But what we're going to do today, we're going to use the McKee's 37, part of the red line pad system. We're going to use a cutting pad. We're just going to go straight with a cutting pad. We're going to go back with that 361 step, but we're going to use a cutting pad. Here it is again. And I'm just going to do a quick demonstration on how it's going to clean that up a little bit. I'm not going to do a versus. We already saw the versus on the scratch. You can see that up here. Wait, it's your right, my left. Yep, woo-hoo, right there. So that's really all we're going to do. And I'm going to do this, half of this door so that we can get like a good idea on what it's going to look like. So let's see if we can get, it's such, let me see if, there. I mean, I guess that's probably the best you can see. There's obviously some hazing, you see that? Where it kind of looks like sunburst coming off that light. Right, it's just scratching and hazing. So we are going to throw the cutting pad on and see what we can do. So stick around and we'll check out some results. We'll do the typical 3 or 4 passes and let her rip, tater, chip. Okay, here it is again. The 360 ceramic one step. Now it says to apply on a one-step pad. Again, we did that. I just wanted to see how this stuff will work on that door that doesn't need a ton of attention, but needs a little bit. I just kind of wanted to see how it would work with a cutting pad. I don't know what monster just drove by, but it was loud. Okay. All right. I'll blot it out. Let me clean up all of this up. Wow. Okay, guys. Hey, guys. Some of you may recognize that. So after the polishing, I flung a bunch of polish on the car. So now I clean. It does look much sharper. Yeah. But it's just not so hazy and blown out. So it's much deeper, much sharper. That looks pretty good. Let's throw on the one-step pad. Stick in my head. Again, you can see the depth of that. So that's with the cutting pad. That side's with the cutting pad. And that side's with the all-in-one. So, that's interesting. That cutting pad obviously did a lot quicker work. Which it does, right? That's the whole idea. And then, oh yeah, that's nothing. That's the all-in-one with the one-step. That's the cutting pad with the one-step. It's the same angle. So, well, the cutting pad works. It's just that liquid is so runny. So, you prime up that pad real well. That worked 100 times better. So I'm just gonna prime the pad. Well, now it's pretty much primed. So a couple of drops here and there ought to actually do it from now on. But I think you're gonna notice a really good difference. I really like that cutting pad. It does really fast work. So I like this ceramic one-step. I think it's got a lot of gloss, a lot of depth. So that's originally a cutting pad. And wow. That is the cutting pad again. I'm wondering if this might actually be the paint. Oh, that's crazy. Looks like it did nothing back there, huh? Looks the same.
Oh well, you still got a new grill.
Okay, so here's what I did. So I went back and I kept the cutting pad on there. The first time that I went over it back here, and even still you can see it's a little bit fuzzy, but it's way better than it was. There's a little bit more depth and definition. That's blown out just a little bit, but not much. But basically what I did was I took the cutting pad. The first time I used it on the back side is I primed the pad, right? So I got the cutting fluid into the pad. The second time I went back through it, which gave me a much better result, is I just did smaller amounts, but I left it on top of the pad. So it really worked between the surface of the pad and the surface of the car. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that same method. I'm going to do the entire door one more time just to see what it really kind of looks like, see how bright it comes, how bright it gets. And we'll check it out. Remember, kids, slow it down before you remove it from the panel. Now you can see I mean, there's a difference between the front and the back of the panel, but
Yeah, exactly.
it does look better. Okay guys, thanks for sticking around for Old School Friday. I'm going to finish the rest of the car. Remember, subscribe, like. Until next time.